Hi.
Yeah, I feel good.
Okay. So before we go into the question, we're going to do a bit of intro. We want to get to know you. Know you're our bosses and we're here to learn from you. We want to make money, so we want you to show us the way. So please can you introduce yourself?
Hello, everyone. I'm Ademola Kelvin, known as codeWhizperer. That's like my code identity. So I'm a blockchain developer, mostly like into front-end integration with smart contract and also um, trying to like learn about protocol too. Yeah, that's all going.
Thank you.
Hello, everyone. My name is Joseph Dara. I'm a blockchain security researcher. So I do blockchain security audits on smart contracts, and I also do.
Sorry, Dara, we can't hear you. You can't hear me,
No,
right?
can you hear me?
Okay.
Okay, I said my name is Joseph Dara. I am a blockchain security researcher.
Mm-hmm.
So I do audits on smart contracts, and I also do DevRel support for blockchains, which I'm here on behalf of Base today.
Okay, thank you very much.
Hi everyone. Oh, how are we doing today? You guys need to smile. Smile, 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 smile. Okay. Okay, my name is Glory Praise Emmanuel. Glory Praise is my name. You can call me Glory Praise. And I'm a blockchain developer. I work at Int. Aside writing code, I also advocate for Web3. So I talk at conferences about Web3. I try to onboard people into the Web3 ecosystem, especially ladies. And when I'm not doing that, I try to create content around Web3. So I have a YouTube channel that I do videos. Sometimes it's technical, other times it's not technical. But yeah, that's me. I'm happy to be here.
Nice to meet you, Glory.
Right. Hello, everyone. My name is Mayowa Obisesan.
Mayowa, we can't hear you.
Oh, okay. Sorry. Hi, everyone. My name is Mayowa Obisesan. I'm a Web2 developer and a Web3 developer. I have a background in Web2 as a full stack developer, but in Web3, basically working on front-end development. And today I'm here to represent Contest. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. So I want to ask you guys a question. What's similar among all of them? What? Apart from Web3? I want someone to, I can't hear. I need someone that is brave. They are what? They are what? Developers. Okay, thank you. So I know that right now this session is like for developers, but just learn and just it to be an interesting session. So let's get started. Are you guys ready? So first is that when you are introducing the company, I want you to talk a little bit about L2s, your own understanding to educate everyone. So I will start with the lady in the room. Yes. Glory, so you are here on behalf of ITMAX. So what does ITMAX do?
Okay, so Intmax is a ZK roll-up protocol.
What is
L2,
ZK?
zero knowledge. So what we are trying to do in simple terms, so let me not bore you with all the terminologies, is that we are trying to scale Ethereum, specifically payments on Ethereum. So Ethereum is a blockchain that is very popular. We know what Ethereum is, right? So we are trying to scale payments on Ethereum. You know, when we talk about 1 billion users, we want to onboard everybody into like the blockchain space. But then there are some like limitations on Ethereum that made it almost impossible for you to actually do that. Because when a lot of people are on the network, there is network congestion. So Intmax is trying to scale payment on Ethereum, making it faster. Like we have our Intmax 2, which is a protocol that is able to do about 80,000 transactions per second. So you can imagine how fast it is.
Okay.
So in simple terms, Intmax is just a zero knowledge protocol that is here to scale payment in Ethereum or on Ethereum.
Okay, thank you very much. So some people don't understand what's happening now. Do you guys know why L2s exist? I know some bosses know, but I want to ask the audience. Can someone just stand up and just, who knows what the blockchain trilemma is? Hi, I like her. Please, can we get her a mic? Oh, you don't want a mic? Okay, okay. What's the blockchain trilemma? Mm-hmm. Yeah. Don't worry. Thank you very much. So we all know what the blockchain is there for, taking the power out of the hands of one person into the hands of everyone. But now, when we talk about the blockchain trilemma, it things go like a triangle, and triangle has three sides. So the blockchains that have existed so far, they haven't been able to get all three sides, and that is what decentralization, security, and also scalability. So that's where L2 come into place, trying to help scale Ethereum, because of currently Ethereum has security and decentralization, but not scalability. And when you guys, most people here, not everyone, but when you do like before, when you make transaction on the blockchain, it's very expensive. Like imagine trying to do a $20 transaction and you pay $50 gas fee. I know to people over there it's nothing, but to us, what's that? We can't do that. So this is the purpose of L2. It's basically helps. It's trying to help reduce transaction fees to the barest minimum. So now these are all different L2s here, and they're talking about what they're doing. So she talked about Intmax and the zero knowledge proofs application, trying to help scale Ethereum. So now I want to move into other aspects. Like now you're learning about Intmax, you learn about Base, you learn about Katasi, even Starknet, everyone. And the purpose is that when you get to go and research about all these things and look at how can you contribute to the ecosystem and how can you start making some Web3 money. Is that not what you want? You would have okay, sorry. Sorry, it seems I'm the only one that wants Web3 money then. I'm sorry. Joseph, please tell us about Base.
Yeah. So Base is basically a layer two scaling solution built on Ethereum. Not to bore you a lot about the technical side, because Base is not only for developers, but basically for everyone. Base is brought by Coinbase, but it is not Coinbase. It's basically a decentralized blockchain on its own that's just incubated by Coinbase. And rather than Intmax, which is a ZK rollup, Coinbase has brought this Base protocol, which is an optimistic rollup. So and it's built on the optimism stack. So that's quite technical. But the optimistic stack is basically a stack that helps you spin up layer two optimistic rollups. And that is what Base offers, but with a lot of solutions. And on Base, we try to provide like everything as close as possible to Ethereum, while solving the trilemma that you mentioned earlier. So basically multiple features are enabled, such as like account abstraction and the blobs cheaper gas fees, as well as like every other feature that you have on Ethereum mainnet is actually available on Base. So we enable like developers to build. We encourage multiple people, including like artists and different people really, to just come on Base and do whatever you want to do.
All right, thank you. I have a question. Anyone can answer. So I am putting myself in our audience. Some people are hearing this word zero knowledge proof, optimism roll-ups. What's that? Can anyone just break it down? Explain like I'm five. Or you guys, do you guys understand that? Thank you.
Okay, so let me try my best and anyone can back me up. So basically the issue with Ethereum, so we have layer one blockchains like Bitcoin and Ethereum. And now the issue with Ethereum is very secure and it maintains decentralization, but it's just not scalable. So gas fees are quite ridiculous on Ethereum, no matter what the upgrade they do on. Basically for USDT, does anyone know USDT here?
Yeah.
So for USDT transfers in a day, the amount of gas that is spent is close to $450,000 when converted. Just on Ethereum, just gas fees every single day. And it's still the same. You can check it on Etherscan yourself. So basically layer twos were introduced to scale Ethereum. So it maintains the security of Ethereum, it maintains the centralization of Ethereum, but brings in scalability. And the main part there is what reducing the fees and increasing transactions per second. So transactions per second on Ethereum is significantly less, but layer twos basically solve that. So we have different kinds of layer twos. We have rollups. So we have the ZK rollup and optimistic rollups. But basically, the general ideas about rollups is you take multiple transactions, batch them together, and then send it to Ethereum as one single transaction. So something called finality basically means like the finalization of the transaction happens on Ethereum, and it's quite different for optimistic and zero knowledge rollups. But at the end of the day, security is finalized on Ethereum. So we also have like other side. We have side chains and we have
I
plasmas.
think you're going too deep on
Yeah,
them. They don't
but
know
basically
that.
that is the general idea around
Okay.
rollups and
Alright.
L2s.
So let me just sorry, Kelvin, sorry.
So to
Uh-huh.
add something to that, right? He has like done a very good job. But then there are like different scaling solutions, like you said, and the concept of zero knowledge, just like to explain it to you, like your five is that how am I able to like prove something to you to like without giving you the actual detail, right? That I want to like prove to you that okay, I am XY age without showing you like every detail, right? So what zero knowledge help us to do is sometimes it offers like two things basically, scalability and also privacy, right? But yeah, so you can leverage on zero knowledge to like offer scalability or privacy. I don't want to like go into deep. So
All right, thank you very much. So let me break it down for you guys. So we all know that Ethereum is expensive on its own, right? We are aware of that. And why the transaction fees, the gas fees, everything is outrageous. So this is where L2s come into play. And now the way they do it, there are different methods. He said things like their side chains, there's plasma, and now there are roll-ups. There's zero knowledge proof, and then there's optimistic roll-ups. So those are two different ways whereby they are trying to reduce the cost of transaction on the blockchain. Now, that's generally the ideation about L2s. Now, everyone is trying in their own different ways. Like example, there are optimistic rollups and then there are zero knowledge DK rollups, right? So basically, those are the two ways you should majorly focus on as beginners. What exactly, how are they scaling Ethereum, and just look into that. Is that fine? Are you guys good with that for now? All right then. So let's go to Mayowa. Please tell us about Katesi.
All right. So the first thing to know about Katesi is not a blockchain.
Okay.
All
Right, or why you have to
So
speak.
yeah. So the first thing to know about Katesi is not a blockchain, right?
Okay.
It's just an optimistic rollup.
Right, directly.
So it's a rollup framework, but it's
Mhm.
not a blockchain. So
Okay.
what it does basically is it provides you like an environment where you're able to develop your dApps.
I have a question. Is it attached to any blockchain?
Now that's where I'm coming to.
Okay.
So what Katesi does is Katesi can function as an L2, as an L3, or as a sovereign rollup on its own. So in that sense, it's not tied to any blockchain. You can deploy Katesi to L1, Ethereum, or any other L1 you choose, but it's basically Ethereum for now. You can deploy Katesi to an L2 like Base, Optimism, Arbitrum, right? And it can also function as its own sovereign rollup, meaning you can customize it as your own rollup. So Katesi is not a blockchain, right? So that's the first thing to know. So what it does for you is it provides like a Linux operating system for you. That's basically how it works. So it gives you that ability to write anything you can basically think of that you can develop on the Linux environment.
So let me just clarify something. So Katesi is like a flash drive on its own, and then you can plug it into different.
Exactly. You can look at it that way. Yeah.
Okay, all right.
So it
Thank
gives
you.
you that boundless environment to just develop. So
Alright.
that way it gives you the ability to develop complex applications, things you can't normally run on any L1 or L2. So you have more computational power, right? And another thing that Katesi offers is you have the ability to develop using any programming language.
Is it any?
Programming language. So you can use
JavaScript,
Rust,
Python,
JavaScript,
Solid.
Python, C#, C++. I think it supports like 7 languages currently.
Okay.
With Java also. So
Okay.
if you are coming from a Web2 background like me, that's
Mhm.
you are conversant with more Web2 languages,
Yeah.
right? You can develop your DApp using any of these languages
Okay.
because it provides, like I said, a Linux runtime for you, Linux operating system,
So
kind of.
the learning curve is not that.
Exactly. So the
Okay.
learning curve is not that steep. But then that doesn't mean you shouldn't have an idea of how Web3 works, right? Because it's still a roll up.
Everyone is to know that.
Exactly. So
Yeah.
and an optimistic roll up as well. So there's still the time to finality. There's still time for proof, fraud proofing and all
Yeah.
those things. So you have those things still there. But Cadesi helps you to just abstract all those limitations that you have.
It makes you just focus on the work.
Focus on your work,
Okay.
and then you can deploy to any chain you want.
Okay.
That's
Thank
basically
you.
how it works.
Glory, I have a question. It marks what language?
Max is not a blockchain as well.
Okay.
So it's a zero knowledge protocol.
So if
so-
people want to get into Itmax now, what do they need to know? How do they get in? I'm coming.
So if people want to start contributing to Itmax, I think you will need Ross. But then I have to say this is going to just be for like developers.
Okay.
So not everything is open source
All right.
right now. But then if you're able to like read the right paper and you're able to understand and then you check the code base and you want to contribute, you're able to do that. But then we have a part, like we have like something we call Plasma Next. But then it's a kind of plasma. Just like you said, there were a lot of ways to scale. Yes. But then you can contribute to that. But
Okay.
like I said, everything is not open source for now, so you cannot contribute directly
Okay.
like that yet.
All right. Thank you very much. Kelvin, so you are here representing Starknet, the organizer of our conference. So please come and share some light on Starknet for us.
Okay, as in what Starknet does.
Yes, please.
So, building on like the previous conversations, right? Scaling Ethereum. What Starknet does is like Starknet is an L2, a permissionless blockchain. So, we have identified that we have like several approaches. You have side chains, you have like roll-ups, right? On other roll-ups, you have like two categories. You have optimistic roll-up and then you have ZK roll-ups, right? And then the approach are quite different. So, but then the approach in which Starknet takes is the ZK approach, right? Using validity proof. The simple thing basically is that, the idea of rollup is you're taking computation off chain, right? You batch them into like, they have like multiple transactions, then you batch them into one. And now using like the ZK aspect, right? We are able to like take those complex computations, right? Break them into something, into a smaller chunk, then generate a proof for it, and then submit the proof on Ethereum, basically. So what Starknet does basically is that we do computation off chain. Then once the computation has been executed on L2 on Starknet, right? Then the proof is then submitted to Ethereum. That's like the simplest stuff we do. But then there are more to it, right? We have a programming language for that, for writing like provable programs, which is Cairo, right? So it's more of like you're scaling Ethereum, but then you're learning about a new language, right? And why do we need a new language? And you have to know that for Base and other L2s like Optimism, they are, I don't know, are we familiar with the term of EVM compatible chains? Yeah, so you know that EVM compatible chains are chains that like align like that like you can write your smart contract in Solidity, you can see like use the existing infrastructures that is supported on Ethereum. But Starknet is built differently, such that we have the Cairo VM, because we are trying to like basically create an infrastructure to be able to write provable programs. So that is where Cairo comes in. So when you so Cairo is a language that enables you to like write provable programs. When I say provable programs, that programs you don't need to like show a lot of details, just do something, right? And you're able to like give a person like a particular proof, like, okay, you have a prover, the prover generates the proof, then gives to the verifier that, okay, I did this computation, right? And the verifier verifies that, oh, okay, you actually did this computation, then we can now accept it, right? So that's like the simple idea.
Thank you very much. Before we move on, I want to ask our audience a question. Very simple. Who's ready? Who is brave enough? Okay. Very simple. Number one, what's the name of our what is the name of our panelists? Someone just stand up and say the name of our panelists. Stand up and say it. Stand up. Yes. What you guys why you guys helping me? Please let's give me a round of applause. Please, I owe you a gift behind though. Yes. The next question. What are their companies? What are the L2s? Thank you very much. Thank you very much. What are the two kinds of roll-ups? What? People are just saying, okay, no problem. So I'm glad that you guys are following us. You're following us. I know you may not get every single thing, but you just need just a little. And when you get to, just go and research that. Now we've heard about the amazing thing that these guys are doing. Now the next question for you all will be like, how can I get in? Why should I get into these blockchains, right? Why should I spend my time learning a new language? Why should I dedicate time to even try and explore this? What do I have to gain? So they're going to share how you can contribute to the ecosystem and why you should get in. So I will start with Mayowa over there.
All right. So to start with courtesy, right?
Why should we get into why should we come to your side? Yes, sir.
All right. So if you are into building computatively expensive applications, right? You want to build.
Can you give us a use case?
Okay, so I want to build something relating to AI.
Okay.
Courtesy allows you, like,
all right, AI. All right.
You want to build expensive games, like games that run computationally expensive. Courtesy will allow you to do that. Okay. You want to build something relating to IoT.
All right.
You can do that on Courtesy.
Like, are you guys listening?
Even hardware, yeah. Hardware, dApps that are more in tune to hardware side. Okay. You can do that on Courtesy because you can leverage low-level languages, right? Okay. So it allows you to just work with any of these applications if you want to. So I think if you are into any of those things, because one of the selling point of Courtesy is computationally expensive applications. Okay, you're able to do that. Very, very expensive. Very expensive. Okay. So you're able to do that on Courtesy.
Yeah, so that EVM compatible chains that
it's not that it doesn't work with like DeFi or
that like
those are different, right?
Your smart contract in Solidity, and you can see like use the existing infrastructures that is supported on Ethereum.
That's one of the reasons why you should consider Courtesy.
Starknet is built differently. Very much. So it's a we have the Cairo VM because we're trying to like basically create an infrastructure to be able to write probable programs. So that is where Cairo comes in. So when you Cairo is a language that enables you to like write probable programs. When I say probable programs, that
so if you're a
programs you don't need to like show a lot of details. Just do something, right? And you're able to like give the person like a particular proof. Like okay, you have a prover. The prover generates the proof, then gives to the verifier that okay, I did this computation, right? And the verifier verifies that okay, you actually did this computation, then we can now accept it, right? So that's like the simple idea.
Thank you very much.
All of those things.
Before we move on, I want to ask our audience a question. Very simple. Who's ready? Who is brave enough?
They're still pretty new to Africa.
Okay. Very simple. Number one, what's the name of our panel?
Available channels you can use to just
get into the name of our panel.
Ecosystem first.
Stand up and say it. Stand up
from there.
Yes.
So those are like the easiest.
So we can reach out to you.
You can also reach out
at the event here.
You can reach out to me also.
Okay. You want your social media handle?
Let's say
_
Mayowa.
Please, I owe you a gift behind. Thank you very much. Have you guys heard? The next question: what are their companies? What are the L2s?
So.
Sorry. Thank you very much, Mayowa. Please let's give me a round of applause. Glory. So why should we come to ITMAX and then how can we contribute?
Okay, so to answer that question, first of all, if you are a developer, so the ITMAX 2 is going to favor developers. So you're able to build anything that has to do with finance, payments, you're able to build on ITMAX, and the gas fee is very, very minimal. And then I can't give you a figure, but 0.0000000.
Yes. Okay. Yes. Have you guys heard?
Yes, it's very minimal, and we also like allow bulk payments. So, like I said, 80,000 transactions per second can go through. But then, apart from the builder side, if you are anybody that has money, we have a wallet. It's called the Intmax wallet. So the best way to describe the Intmax wallet is it is so secure that it is your alternative to a hardware wallet. So it gives you almost the same security as a hardware wallet. It's very secure and it's very easy to use. You don't need to save your seed phrase. You know, all of those 24 words that you need to cram. You don't need to cram it. With just your email address, you're able to get started on the wallet. And one other thing, we have a cool feature on the wallet that allows you to send money to anybody, even if the person doesn't have a crypto wallet. So using the person's social media logins like Twitter, TikTok, email, any of those, you're able to like send money to the person. So the person doesn't need to have a wallet address, or the person doesn't need to create a wallet to receive money. So yeah, you can either build or you create an account on the Intmax wallet. But aside that, you can join our community to stay up to date with the new developments and everything that we have for you. So yeah.
Thank you very much. Wait, but I'm not done. I want to question her. So is like Intmax only for developers?
No. Intmax wallet is for everybody. Like if you use crypto, any EVM compatible token and coin can be stored on Intmax wallet. So you can save, you can send, you can receive, you can swap. So you can do like swaps, any swap that is inside of like EVM chains, you can swap inside of the wallet, and then you can send, yes, using the link transfer that I mentioned, using the logins, like social media logins.
Your social media handle, ma.
Oh,
we have questions.
My social media handle is Emma Glory Praise. So Emmanuel, short for Emmanuel, EMMAGLORYPRAISE. You can find me anywhere on the internet, but that's Emma Glory Praise.
Thank you very much for that. Just let's give a round of applause. Thank you. You know my question, sir.
So basically, reasons why you should build on Base is infinite, really. So first off, Base maintains like the closest security to Ethereum as possible.
Okay.
We offer like very, very cheap fees, and we are looking for ways to further scale fees lower. Basically, when blobs went live in March, Base upgraded the network to also match Ethereum provision for the blobs that same day, on March 13th. So basically, we offer that, and also apart from like the ridiculously cheap fees, we have liquidity available on Base. So basically, Base has like one of the highest TVLs among the optimistic, and basically any roll up on Ethereum. And then for developers, we have multiple grants available. We have the Base Builders grants. We have the Build on Base. Okay. We also have the Optimism Retro PGF, which some people in Nigeria actually like Web3 Bridge have gotten like grants from. Okay. And you have the opportunity to apply for grants. Basically, for everybody, there are multiple ways to use Base. And if you want to get into the Base ecosystem, there is a link on base.org. You can go to base.org and basically, yes, you can register your DApp. You can basically just apply to be included in the homepage of like the Base ecosystem.
So just like that?
Yeah, just like that. Like you submit your DApp and the details.
You don't have
like,
to pay for anything.
You don't have to pay for anything.
Okay.
We give the grants. You don't have to pay us.
How much?
Basically, so.
Don't you want to know?
No, it depends. It depends really. Okay. So it's actually stated there on the website.
Okay.
For builders grants, it runs between 1 to 5 ETH, and 1 ETH is currently about 3K. But let's say 3K to $15K. That is for builders grant.
Just to build one thing.
So, so basically, it's obviously subject. It's obviously subject to reviews, obviously. Okay. And so, if you are qualified, then definitely you get that. For the Optimism Retro public goods fund, people have gotten over 100K, 200K from that. So basically, if you build an amazing product,
okay,
apart from you getting a lot of users and access to liquidity, you also get supported.
All right.
So yes, apply for grants and build on base. If you need more information, you can talk to me directly before like today. And also you can reach out to me on Twitter. My Twitter is Joe0x. That's JHOE then 0x. Or you can just search josephDara.it on Twitter. And that's it. Or you can reach out to Base directly. Just at
And
Base
just say
on
Dara
Twitter.
referred us back.
If you want to go through me, then just DM me.
Okay.
Then I'll
okay.
refer you.
All right, thank you very much. So you guys, you have gotten the technique, right? Each of them that they're offering grants, just go there, build one thing, collect money, build another one, collect money, another one, collect money, and like that. So Kelvin, please tell us about Starknet. And we saw the blessings you guys did in January, February. How many of you guys saw the Stark token that they gave? Wow. Wow. So please come and tell us about Starknet. Why Starknet and how can we contribute?
Okay. So I wanted to like while others were like talking, something came to my mind. I was like, oh, I think Starknet is like the special kid in the block. So to get started with Starknet, it's open to everybody. But then, firstly, let me just start with developers, right? Why should you learn a new language? Of course, you write your Solidity, and why should you learn Cairo and things like that? But I think having like a background in Solidity or any other language gives you like a privilege, right? Because all programming language are like fundamentals are the same, right? And what Starknet offers is it offers you an infrastructure to like build provable dApps, right? Offering you like computational integrity and cheap transaction fees, because transaction fees are as low as I think $0.001 or something on Starknet now, irrespective of your computation. So for developers, I would urge us to like learn Cairo, given that I'm not saying Solidity is like obsolete or anything, but given the should I say like the numbers of like Solidity developers now, you need to like acquire new skills, increase your value. I think from a value perspective, it's ideal to learn Cairo, right? And it's not really like, it's not hard compared to like Cairo 0 days. Cairo 0 days is like horrific. Well, not like horrific. But then learn Cairo, and once you learn or you want to like basically like migrate your business, there are grants available. So let me start with developers. Learn Cairo, right? Either you're a new developer or you're an existing developer. If you're a new developer, there are opportunities available for you. Starknet community is a community such that it's very, very open, right? People are willing to like help you in your learning process, and then sometimes you get incentivized for your learning. And this takes me to my next point, that if you're an existing developer, that okay, you're a front-end developer or you are a smart contract developer, just to learn. And there's this session we're still going to have on Only Dust, right? You can end with your existing skill. Only Dust is basically like a marketplace for projects, right? Just search for projects based on your skill sets, then raise comment on the issue. The PR is assigned to you, raise a PR, then once your PR is merged, you get paid. I think there are a number of people that are actually like been through that same process here. So it's really, really like profitable. And if you're a business owner too, right, you're looking at probably like porting your project from either Ethereum to Starknet, right? There are grants available, like Builders Grant. I think a number of them, Netherminds released like something of recent, like $1 million grant, right? It's like a pool. So bring your project idea or the existing project you want to like port, then you can like build on that. There's also another, I think, is it 25 million? I'm not sure about the price particularly for builders, startups and things like that. So if you have an idea, just reach out and learn, reach out, build, and then you get your grant. So to get started, you can reach out to me. Starknet Africa runs like a boot camp. Although I can't like give details on what's coming next, but I think like priority now is like looking out for builders. If you're a builder, just like reach out, right? There are projects,
Social
a lot
media,
of projects to
social media
contribute to.
Starknet.
My social media version.
Starknet,
Starknet
your
Africa.
own.
So to reach out to like Starknet Africa, just like search Starknet Africa on Twitter, right? And also start to reach out to check Starknet on Twitter. Just search Starknet, you see it. And for my own social media is you can reach out to me on Telegram. Telegram is much better. codeWhizperer. codeWhizperer. So
It
code.
whispers to code. CodeWhizperer. Do you get?
So
you don't let it-
let me just spell
code
it.
works.
CODE CODEWHIZPERER. CodeWhizperer.
So if I have any bug in my code, I should just call you.
Don't
Just
call.
whisper to my
I'm
code.
unavailable.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have come to the end of this session. Hope you enjoyed yourself, right? Did you learn a lot? Please let's give our speakers a round of applause. Please, can we get a picture? Can we get a picture, please?